Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
So we're telling them on the expressway that there's these great attractions, but we're not telling them there's any place to stay. So it's a real issue, and I'm glad that I don't have to go to lobby day. I can sit here and lobby you guys right now, but that's my issue.
I'll be more than happy to work with you and rally my colleagues. We'll have a Danish, exactly.
As a statewide hotel association in Albany representing the industry statewide, we hold these legislative receptions around the state. As a matter of fact, this morning is number 6, and we have great turnout with a legislative roundtable breakfast format whereby we invite local legislators and state legislators to come and talk with their constituents and talk to the tourism industry about things that matter to them here locally on Long Island. Over 700,000 jobs are employed by hospitality and service workers in New York State. Last 2011 statistics, I believe, were over $50 billion in revenues generated from the tourism industry. The traveler comes to the regions. They see all of the great places that there are to visit and see and do in the regions throughout New York State. They spend their money. They shop in the stores. They go to restaurants, and for us, they stay in the hotels. Here this morning, we're partnering with the Long Island Convention and Visitors Bureau, as well as the Long Island Hotel Association, so that they can talk more specific to issues here on the island.
The Convention and Visitors Bureau is charged with the responsibility to market, promote, and sell Long Island as a visitor destination, and also as a site for meetings, conventions, and sporting events. Overall, it's about a $5 billion a year industry. We employ over 71,000 Long Island residents directly in this industry. The amount of funds that go to both the state and the county coffers as far as state sales tax is tremendous, and certainly we're on a continued recovery mode from the Great Recession and then post-Sandy as well. It gives us that opportunity to meet with them one-on-one and just to brief them on the things that we appreciate that they have done on our behalf and the things that we need assistance on.
Representatives, state representatives, we sure appreciate you being here. We brought some students from Nassau Community College, Suffolk Community College, and MYIT School of Hospitality. And they would like to stay on Long Island. But as you know, we are the #1 region on exodus from 19 to 34-year-olds.
10% of the workforce on Long Island is hospitality related, and we want to make sure that we can continue to bring businesses in, so people are, especially young people, can stay in the industry and stay on Long Island. We're probably in the 60%, 63, 64% occupancy. The national average is approximately 61% of occupancy. No, we're not lagging, but if you're an owner, you would like to have it in the 70s. There's always a silver lining in every cloud. Sandy actually helped the hotels due to the fact that you had displaced persons, you had FEMA coming in, you had insurance agents coming in, utilities coming in, and they need a place to stay. So obviously the hotels got filled up. So in that respect, it was good for the hotels in the last 3 or 4 months.
The insurance company writes a check, and they write it to the homeowner and the bank, and the bank's holding on to the money.
One of the things we did in the New York State budget, we increased money for tourism to promote the state to other parts of the country and the world to make sure that people come to Long Island, New York State in particular, but we like Long Island, to spend their money, tourism dollars. And also we did things like the minimum wage. I know some of the tourism industry has a problem with some of the minimum wage legislation. However, we extended it out over a few years so it's not one big hit right away for the employers. The individuals working in the tourism industry are going to be able to make a better living, but it's not going to be such a hit because it is going to be spaced out over a few years that the employers are not going to have to lay off people from their jobs, and we don't want that to happen either.
Right now, ensuring that our beaches and our state parks are ready to open by Memorial Day, I think is of utmost importance, because whether it's Jones Beach, whether it's Robert Moses, whether it's Fire Island, these are places that people come to from all over the world, really. As a state legislator, we like to showcase our beaches, and I know the Parks Department and Office of General Services, they're all working very hard to make sure that we, in fact, get those beaches open on time and in pristine condition.